Brandon Salzman and our man on the court, Jack Haynes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Coach Salzman. Coach, you played these guys twice. Are you going to approach this game any differently?
You know, we get to go to the regional tournament no matter what here. We're going to go out here and have a lot of fun is what I told my guys. You know, the pressure's off for one game. You go out here, you do what you want. You know that by winning the game you could possibly get a better draw, but I've won this game and I've lost this game, and I've won the region as a winner and I've lost it as a winner. So I know that no matter what happens here tonight, we're going to be playing Wednesday or Thursday, so that's the game we're going to be ready for.
Now, which player on LCA are you most concerned about?
Well, we got to guard them all. They're all good, but we'll see how they got. I got to get to an important meeting out here, all right, guys?
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
That's Jack Haynes, and in short order, we'll go back down to him. We'll try to get Nate Valentine of Lexington Christian, the coaches and captains. There goes Nate out to talk with the officials and the captains. The captains for Lexington Christian Academy, Kyle Rode. He's been a staple there, Mike Fannin. Good to have you back here on the broadcast tonight.
Well, thank you, Gary. Great to be back.
And how about Blake Richardson? They're raving over at LCA about the defensive job he did on a young man that had 44 points the other night, Tavion Hollingsworth. I guess he did a pretty good defensive job. No, just kidding. He did a great defensive job. Tavion's just that good.
Well, there's not too many people that can stop Hollingsworth. I mean, you just can't do it. I mean, that game the other night, he just had an amazing game at getting 44.
What do you expect here tonight? We'll go back down to our man on the court, Jack Haynes, here in short order, as he will try to grab the coach from Lexington Christian, Nate Valentine, as Jack makes his way back out there. Well, Nate's heading to the locker rooms, it looks like, so not sure if he's going to be able to get him or not, but LCA's team's still out here. Lexington Christian and Lexington Catholic. I called the first game between these two that was played at Lexington Christian, and that was ugly. When I say ugly, nobody could throw it in the ocean in the first half. It finally became a situation where they couldn't stop Luke Johnson or Zan Payne. They scored almost all the 50 points that Catholic was able to put on the board. And the final, when I say ugly, the final was 50-46.
Yeah, right. You're right, Gary. It was 50-46 on the first matchup. LCA, Austin Hall had 13. Chandler Stewart had 11, and for Catholic, Luke Johnson, he went off in that game. He had 29. I mean, this kid can play. He can flat out shoot the ball. And Zane Payne had 17. And again, the second time they met, kind of a completely different ball game, 64-43 Catholic. They pretty much dominated the second matchup. But Christian's got momentum coming into the night, Gary. I mean, they're coming off probably the greatest win in their basketball history.
Yeah.
You know, beating Dunbar, the defending state champion, and going to the regional for the first time in their history. So confidence, it's certainly not going to be a factor for them tonight.
Mike Fannin with me tonight. William Warfield producing, Darren Douglas and Jack Haynes as well. I'm Gary Ball. We're set for Lexington Catholic and Lexington Christian. LCA has gone into their locker room, so when they come back, our man down on the court, Jack Haynes, is going to try to grab Nate Valentine very quickly, like I did in the last game when I talked to Allie Denton and to Nick Runyon. Well, the girls' 43rd district champion. How about Kiara Pankins? 5th year in a row, Mike Fannin, she is a district champion.
Well, it's just an amazing team that Allison has over at Lafayette. I mean, Pankins is just an outstanding player. I mean, it seems like she's been playing out here for about 10 years. I mean, ever since 8th grade. And it was good to see her back on the floor tonight after being, hurt with the concussion and everything. And she did a great job out there. And that had to be tough on her because no matter how, you may practice a little bit or whatever, but there's nothing like a game situation. And she had a nice game for them tonight.
I tell you what, Mike Fannin, we have got a Brad Carter in the house. We have got a big crowd in here for this 43rd district. Both sides are pretty well packed. There's even a lot of overflow up into the second area up here. So we got a nice crowd in here and some more folks filing in here to Lexington Catholic for this 43rd district final.
Yeah, I think by the time we get started, Gary, this place is going to be packed. Which is how it should be.
Exactly. It's a district championship. By the way, we got that 11th region preview tomorrow at Hamburg's Rafferty's over in Hamburg, 5 o'clock. Several coaches are going to join us over that for that region preview. It'll be at Rafferty's in Hamburg. 11th region preview on the PrepSpin. Just go to PrepSpin, click on Listen to Mixler, and you can catch the 11th region preview as we preview it for all the folks. As I call it, Coach Fannin, setting the table. We're going to set the table.
That's a good place to set the table at Rafferty's.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're going to set the table over at Rafferty's, and it should be fun show tomorrow night. I know Coach Thacker from Franklin County is confirmed. Coach Salzman from Lexington Catholic's confirmed. Tony Weiss from Franklin County. Billy Hicks should be there from Scott County. Rob Goodman. It wouldn't be a preview without Sayers coach Rob Goodman, because it's been since the 1990s that they've been in the 11th region tournament. Long time. LCA makes their way back out on the floor, and I tell you, number 3 there, Carter Hendrickson, he needs to have a big game here tonight, like he did the other night with 23 points and 12 rebounds against that very talented Dunbar team. And LCA broke through that glass ceiling and are making it to the 11th region tournament for the first time in school history. They will be playing in the 11th region tournament. We're still waiting for Nate Valentine to make his way. His team's out there, but we haven't seen him emerge yet from the locker room, so we can get him. Otherwise, we'll just have to go down to the public address announcer, Greg Martin, for tonight's Lexington Catholic, Lexington Christian starting lineups. I'll tell you what, good records. You know what impresses me about Lexington Catholic, Mike Fannin, is not only their overall record, but they've got the toughest. When you look at strength of schedule in this state, you start with Lexington Catholic. It's probably number 1 or 2 in the state.
Well, Gary, they're probably one of the hottest teams in the state right now. I believe they've won 14 out of their last 15. I mean, that's pretty daggone good, and that's what you want your team doing come March and tournament time, is hitting their stride, and they're doing that right now. The thing that I'm going to look at tonight, Gary, starting out is, both these teams are coming off emotional wins the other night.
And I believe our man Jack Haynes has collared Nate Valentine, and let's go down to Jack with the pregame. Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Coach Valentine of LCA. Coach, you're coming off the best regular season in program history at LCA. How does that feel to be able to get into the first regional tournament for LCA?
Oh, that's great. That's what we want to do. That's why I took this job, so we get in a region and hopefully make a run at it. And then, just getting in that region is the biggest thing. I told these guys they had the toughest road to get in this game of anybody in the state. They had to go through Dunbar and Mr. Basketball, defending state champ. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
You've played these guys twice already. Are you going to approach this game any differently than you have in the past?
Yeah, we got to do some things differently. There's no question. They've handled us twice, so we've got to change some things up, and we'll see how it goes.
Who's the player you're most concerned about on Lexington Catholic?
Well, Payne's a really good player inside, and then Johnson, obviously. Those two guys really carry what they do, and Whitman does a great job on the glass. So, they're not one-dimensional. They got several guys that can score and beat you.
All right, Coach, thanks. Good luck tonight and in the region.
Thanks a lot.
Jack Haynes, our Jack down on the court, talking with Nate Valentine, and we still got about 4.5 minutes before the starting lineups here tonight by Greg Martin, the public address announcer, Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, William Warfield, Darren Douglas, and this crowd is really, really fired up in here tonight, Mike.
Well, Gary, when I was at Dunbar coaching with Coach Watson, this game to me was always a little bit easier for the kids, I thought, because in the back of their mind, they know that this is not their last game. Trust me, they want to win the district championship, but they know that they're going to the region. So it seemed to me like the kids always played a little bit looser in this game than the play-in game to get in.
Right.
And it'll be interesting tonight to see how both these teams start out. As I was telling you, one of the things that amazed me looking at the games, the previous games, in the first 2 games, Rode and Hendrickson did not score in double figures. Catholic held them below 10 points in both games. And I think if LCA is going to win this game tonight, they're going to have to get a few more points out of those 2 tonight.
Both teams come in with 22. What a shot of the Catholic student section. Man, they are loud and proud in there, and a bunch of them tonight packed in there over there. The Lexington Catholic student body. 22 wins for both ball clubs. And I looked at the body of work for both teams. And, of course, LCA played in that All-A Classic.
Right.
And they lost to a really good Paris team in the semifinals. And you look at this Catholic team, one of their early losses was to, I think, possibly is the best team in the state, Covington Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
They have played a killer schedule.
Yeah, and just like the other night, Gary, when you look at their stats, they're pretty right on. I mean, both teams are shooting about 50% for the year. Both teams are shooting about 30% from the 3. The only difference, significant difference, is LCA shooting about 75% from the line and Catholic's 65% from the line. That may make a difference in the fourth quarter. Again, free throws were vital for LCA against Dunbar the other night. They pretty much won that game making free throws down the stretch.
You're right. UK Sports Medicine, Mingy Beef Jerky, Rafferty's Restaurants throughout the state, Bob Roberts Insurance, Whitaker Bank, all those proud sponsors, Raising Cane's Chicken. I tell you what, we are really proud of all these sponsors here on PrepSpin. They make it possible. And, of course, join us for all the 11th region tournament that the girls' side gets underway Monday night. But this place is going to be packed in here tonight. Earlier tonight, you saw it here on PrepSpin live and in high definition. The Lafayette Lady Generals. You know what? That was a much tighter ball game than that score, but you give credit to where credit's due. Kara Pankins hit the big free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, she's just experienced. You know, when you played since the 8th grade in district finals, that's what you expect out of your senior leader.
That's right. And hey, Jack. Okay, well, can you go do it? We're trying to see if we can get somebody to mic the public address announcer with the starting lineups here tonight. We'll step out and take a break and come back with the lineups, and we'll start here on PrepSpin.com. And I think we're going to be able to go courtside to Greg Martin, the public address announcer, with tonight's starting lineups here. Lexington Catholic and Lexington Christian. Lafayette girls won earlier tonight. 11th region gets underway Monday night at Eastern Kentucky University. Girls action Monday, girls action Tuesday, boys Wednesday and Thursday. So we're going to go now to Greg Martin, the public address announcer. Now the national anthem. Just about set for the starting lineups. It's the 43rd District Boys Championship here tonight at Lexington Catholic. 11th Region gets underway Monday night. Now Greg Martin will give us our starting lineups. Lexington Christian are the visitors tonight in blue, and Lexington Catholic will be in the white with the blue. A lot of blue in the building here tonight, Mike Fannin.
Yeah, what a great atmosphere, Gary. This is, like I said, this is what it's all about tonight.
We have not quite a packed house, but
it's going to be close when we start.
There's Carter Hendrickson, the 6'6 junior, 16 points coming off a 23, 12 rebound, a double-double. There's your other starter, Chandler Stewart. Stewart, a 5'10 junior. Kyle Rode, a 6'5.5 sophomore, 15 points, 6 rebounds a game. And then you got Nathan Harper, a 6-foot senior, averaging 11 points a game. And then Austin Hall, one of the top field goal shooters in the Commonwealth, a 6'6 junior, 17 points, 7 rebounds coming in. That's your starting lineup for LCA. Hall, Stewart, Carter Hendrickson, Nathan Harper, Kyle Rode. And now for the Knights of Brandon Salzman. I don't care what you say, success is in the numbers, and it seems like every year Brandon Salzman has Catholic in the mix for 11th Region title.
Totally agree. Great coach. And Gary, they had a fight to get here tonight. I mean, Lafayette gave them all they could handle.
When you said that, I thought there was a fight down there or something. I know what you're saying. Oh, there's.
I mean, when you get Salzman and Mendenhall together, that's always a battle.
So here come the Knights. Number 3, T.C. Price, 6'3 junior, averaging 8 points a game. T.C. Price. And here's the money man, Luke Johnson, 6'3 senior, 24 points a game, as you said, at 29 against LCA at LCA. Then you got Blake Scott, 6'2 senior, averaging double figures. And the double-double machine, the son of Kenny Payne, top assistant at Kentucky, Zan Payne, 6'5 junior, 14 points, 12 rebounds a game. And then big Peter Whitman, 6'7 senior. So Catholic will be in the white, LCA in the blue. And this is going to be a packed house when this is all said and done, Mike Fannin.
Oh, yeah, it's like I said, it is almost full. And it's loud.
Catholic fans doing their best Cameron Crazy impression over there, bouncing up and down. As you can see there on the great video. Look at that video, Mike Fannin. That is 1080p high definition. Here we go. Well, after they get the horn straightened out, telling some of the fans, yeah, they got an aisle back here that's behind the LCA bench. They got to clear the aisles, what they got to do, Mike Fannin. That's fire marshal stuff right there. If you don't have a clear aisle, nobody can get out.
Yeah.
Catholic fans already.
Gadbury trying to correct traffic down there.
The newly appointed athletic director here at Lexington Catholic, David Gadbury. Lexington Christian and Lexington Catholic. And, you know, we're supposed to tip at 8 o'clock. So, obviously, it's Mike Fannin more like an 8-17, 8-18 tip here tonight. And, boy, the Scott County Lady Cardinals all over Henry Clay, 80-52. 5 players of double figures. Lafayette won earlier tonight over Lexington, over Dunbar in a good girls 43rd final. Here we go. Boys 43rd District Championship. That's Luke Johnson. He's pretty good, Mike.
Can certainly shoot the ball. Interesting matchups tonight. Looks like LCA is going to start off in straight man.
T.C. Price will be guarded by Rode. Price looking for Johnson, cutting through. Luke looking back to Whitman. Whitman with the catch. Put it up, partially blocked. Carter Hendrickson. And they're going to give it to LCA.
Excellent give and go there.
Yep.
Just not able to finish.
He needs to go straight up with that and put it off glass. No score here, just underway. Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, William Warfield, and Jack Haynes. Thanks to Jack for, I tell you what, he's right down on top of those coaches on those interviews, wasn't he?
Yeah, like Gary tonight, if you're going to score in the paint, you're going to earn it.
Right.
There's some big kids for both teams in the paint tonight.
Down low to Hall, working in on Whitman. Hook shot partially blocked by Whitman. Whitman pulls it out of there, gives to LJ.
Yeah, did a nice job keeping his feet.
Here is Johnson to the basket, goes in right hand, no, and rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. He had 12 of them the other night against Dunbar, 23 points. There's his first big rebound tonight. Kyle Rode, sophomore, been starting since 8th grade. Bounce pass to Hall. Hall post up on Whitman. Hall hesitates, banks it home. 2-0 Lexington Christian as Hall scores the first basket and give the assist to Chandler Stewart. Nice bounce pass.
Yeah, Hall has some really nice moves inside. He's tough to stop if he gets it that low.
He's the son of a coach, Ted Hall, who used to be the head coach at Sayre, now an assistant at LCA. Whitman will not shoot from there. Don't even think about it. Don't even guard him. Am I right? That's three-point land. That's not Whitman's.
I would agree.
Post-up guy. To the basket, Price hanging, throws it up, no, and rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. Both teams go to the 11th region next week, but believe me, Catholic wants his 43rd title on their home floor. 2-0. Hall has the only basket of the game. Carter Hendrickson lines up a long three, got it!
Well, I mean, that's special. He can score inside and outside. That's what makes him tough. He can step out and hit that shot.
Great start for Lexington Christian. Hall hit with the inside move, and Hendrickson with the deep three, the 6'6" player. Here's Zan Payne, knocks down the three. Zan Payne says, give me the ball. I know what to do with it.
And Payne exactly the same way. He can score in the paint.
Yep.
He steps out and makes the three.
He's coming off a 22-point performance the other night here in the district tournament. And, 12 rebounds?
Very versatile player.
That's Harper. Gives now to Chandler Stewart. 5:27, 5-3. Eagles on top of the Knights. Zan Payne has the only bucket for Lex Cath. They give it down the road, working on Payne. Road up and under, banks it, no. Rebounded by Scott.
Nice job by Payne keeping his feet.
Long pass to Payne. Right side works in the elbow, kicks it out to Luke Johnson. A deep three, got it! Payne and Johnson back-to-back threes, and Lex Cath has a 6-5 lead here for LCA after they jumped out 5-0. 2 runs here, Mike.
Yeah, if he can, Johnson can make those shots. Catholic is awfully tough.
Yes.
Awfully tough.
Yep, well, they're good anyway. 22 wins coming in against one of the strongest strength of schedules in the state. LCA can say the same thing. Rode thought about it, dumps it to Carter Hendrickson. Whitman picks him up. Carter backs in. That little floater short. Rode there battling. Payne battling. Rode on the floor. Picked up by Whitman. Hands it to Johnson. 6-5. Catholic on top. Johnson spinning like a top. Gives it to Payne. Fakes. Crossover down the lane. Got away with a travel. No call. And ball on the floor. Picked up. But they say the ball don't lie as Hall gives it back to Rhodey as LCA gets the ball anyway.
Yeah, he had the shot early. Maybe went in a little too deep there.
Harper bounces to Carter Hendrickson. Backs in on Payne. Here's a left-handed hook shot, good for Carter Hendrickson. 5 for the big fella.
Yeah, Payne didn't get any help there. There was no double down that time. There hasn't been any double downs for Catholic thus far.
7-6 on the Hendrickson left-handed hook shot. He's got 5 points. He hit the deep three. Johnson spinning, got the rinse cycle going. Scoop shot, rolls off. Battle by Whitman. Whitman picks it up. It's blocked by Rode, and Hall's got it. What a great block by Rode.
Clean block. Nice job by Whitman on the putback. Just a better defensive play there by Kyle Rode.
3:35 here in the first. Rode down the lane. Rode looking in trouble. Gives it back now to Chandler Stewart. He bounces back to Kyle. Works on Johnson. Rode 6'5", Johnson 6'2". Hall deep in the corner. Well, that was a huge three he hit the other night against Dunbar. Talking about Hall. Deep in the corner down there late in the game. Skip pass to Harper.
Good hands
gets it back
on the catch.
Yeah, real good hands. Carter Hendrickson. 3 minutes, 10 seconds here. 7-6. LCA on top. Lead in leather. Rode in trouble. Carter Hendrickson launches another deep three. Got it again.
Well, that's 2, Gary. He's on fire tonight from 3 right now.
That's 8 for Carter Hendrickson. 10-6. Eagles by 4. 2:52. Boy, they're shooting the ball a lot better than they did at their place back in late January. Ball tipped away, and good hands there by Rode. Here comes LCA. That's Stewart streaking right hand. Oh. What a block by Johnson.
Oh, wow. That's great hustle by Johnson. That was a sure 2 points he saved there.
Watch this again.
Again, good hands by Rode. And just excellent timing.
Wow, that was LeBron-like. Remember that block LeBron against Golden State?
Exactly.
Man, what a block. Johnson's got some hops.
Had the perfect angle. Didn't foul him and got the block.
Bob Roberts Insurance. Joe and John Roberts. Check them out on Main Street in Richmond. Main Street in Richmond, Bob Roberts Insurance. Javen Harden just checked in for out of the corner. Here's a three-pointer rattled out of there as the shot was put up. That's Keegan Bailey, who just checked in, shot it out of the corner. And also in there is Bryce Scott, the big 6'4 sophomore. So a lot of subs in there for the Knights. 10-6, Lexington Christian. They bounce to Kyle Rode. He handles it. Rode working on Bailey. Had a cutter, didn't see him, as cutting through was Hacker. Back to Rode, off glass, won't go, foul call. I tell you what, both teams have come with wholesale substitutions. Harden in there with Zan Payne, Bryce Scott, and Keegan Bailey with Luke Johnson for Lexington Catholic. LCA, they've got in the ball game now is Will Hacker with Carter Hendrickson, Harper, and Stewart. Rode at the line.
I tell you, Gary, Rhodes almost automatic from the line.
Scott County 19, Sarah 10 at the end of the first. Rode nearly 80% at the line on the season. 12-6, Mike, and Lexington Christian's doubled up here on Campbell.
Yeah, you got to like the start for Christian so far tonight.
Yeah, they had a 5-0 run. Now they've got a 7-0 run after Catholic took the lead 6-5. 7-0 run here by LCA. They lead at 12-6. Minute 45. Javen Harden, the sophomore, pounds it down with Pierce Dalton out there on him.
LCA going zone on this trip.
Luke Johnson. Here's a three-pointer out of the corner, off the rim, no good there by Harden. And they're going to say last touch by Bailey. They're going to give it to LCA. Minute 30 here in the first, and the Eagles 12, the Knights 6.
Catholic coming with their usual 2-2-1. Christian doing a nice job of ball movement there.
To the basket, Harper won't go. And there with it is Dalton on the floor. Luke Johnson comes out of there with it. And Johnson can't get the shot to go. What we got, Mike? I'm taking my jacket off here.
Johnson missed the layup, had a good defensive play by LCA. Going to be LCA on the inbounds.
Minute 7, 12-6, and back in will be Chandler Stewart, and going out for LCA will be Will Hacker. Pretty much a capacity crowd in here, Mike.
Oh yeah, it's pretty full.
Hall in the middle gives it up to Dalton. Dalton takes up his dribble, looking in the middle of the road. Rode. Really good ball handler. Gives it up to Hall, top of the circle. Hall moves in, left hand stops. Little fadeaway. Got it! What a tough shot by Hall. Second basket for him. Hendrickson has 8, now Hall has 4. 14-6, LCA by 8.
Yeah, just a careless turnover that time by Catholic. LCA shooting the ball really well this quarter, Gary.
Of course, making those big threes, Mike, by Hendrickson, that didn't hurt. The only baskets by Catholic have been a three-pointer by Luke Johnson, three-pointer by Zan Payne.
Nothing inside thus far for Catholic.
Carter Hendrickson, ball club's up 8. Late here in this first quarter, ball kicked by Harden. It'll go back to Lexington Christian.
Well, Christian has certainly got that momentum. They're feeding off that from their win against Dunbar. They are playing well this quarter.
I would agree. Catholic beat a good Lafayette team to get here by 2 points, so they had a dogfight in their game, just like LCA against Dunbar. So both teams deserving to be here. Hall down low, spinning. Hall hook, too strong, tapped up. No, Rode trying to tap. No, coming out of there with it with 10 seconds is Harden. Stewart back. Harden challenges, banks it. No, there's Johnson coming out of it with it. Hall. Oh. He's going to lead it out to Rode. Rode's got time, running to the basket, lays it up and in.
Well, what a swing that was, Gary. Catholic could have come down and cut it to 6, and yet Lexington Christian's going to go into the end of the first quarter up 10.
16-6, and there's a replay of what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah. Catholic had no points in the paint that quarter. Like you said, 2 threes, and that was it.
16-6 thanks to Mingy Beef Jerky. White Greer Maggard. Raising Cane's Chicken. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
At Raising Cane's, we believe in one love. But creating one love is no simple task. Everything has to be served hot and fresh, not just hot. We use only 100% premium chicken tenderloins for a 0% chance of leftovers. We insist on the best ingredients for our fries, like potatoes. And, well, we can keep talking quality, or you can just eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Visit us today.
Raising Cane's Chicken, thanks to them. Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, second quarter action. Boy, what a first quarter for LCA, Mike.
They played about as well as they could.
And there's Kyle Rowe to start
Gary.
the second quarter right where they picked off, 18-6. Lexington Christian by a dozen here on Catholic's home floor.
The LCA shooting over 50% right now, Gary.
But Catholic's known for those.
About 18% the first quarter.
Knights known for those runs. Let's see if they got one in a ball kicked there by Carter Hendrickson. 7:28, 18-6 here in the first half with LCA on top.
I'm sorry, Gary. I'd say you would find very few quarters this year for Lexington Catholic where they did not score a basket in the paint.
Johnson over to Price. 3 off the mark and rebounded there by Harper. There's Kyle Rode. 18-6. Rode stops and pops from 3. Back of the rim, no. Whitman there battling, rips it off. They got numbers, 4-on-2, down the middle. Price, he can pick his poison, gives it over to Payne, but knocked away. Great hustle by Stewart, he knocks it off of Payne.
Calling it off of Payne.
Wow.
Those are the kind of trips you have to score, Gary. I mean, they had numbers there.
4-on-2. Hendrickson, a good ball handler as well. That's the thing about LC. All these kids can handle the ball, every one of them.
Yeah, they've handled Catholic's 2-2-1 pretty well thus far.
Yeah, Rode runs the point a lot. He's such a good ball handler. Now they give it to Nathan Harper. There really isn't a designed point guard. I guess if you said there's a point guard, it's Kyle Rode. Stewart kicks it deep. Rode lines up the 3. Bullseye.
Now, Catholic right now, Gary, doesn't have an answer. They went zone that time. LCA spots up Rode in the corner, and he knocks in a 3. They are hitting on all cylinders right now.
15-point lead here here's a replay of that, Mike.
Yeah, they went a little 1-4 stack there at the free throw line extended. Ran the screen in the corner, and Rode buries it.
Right over Zan Payne, who was late getting out there.
At
So,
one of our 4 Lexington
we'll
area
step out.
locations.
This is a special place.
Our home court advantage.
With the support of our fans and the Big Blue Nation, we can accomplish anything.
That same hometown advantage can be yours at Central Bank.
With their winning personal service, Central is passionate about helping me succeed.
They're always behind me, helping guide my financial strategy, and they can help you too.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local. Put Central Bank's hometown advantage to work for you.
Asian campus of Lexington Catholic, side of the 43rd district, where tonight Lafayette girls knocked off Dunbar girls to win the girls 43rd, moved to the regional Monday night or Tuesday as a district champion. Here, boy, it's all LCA. They are dominating, up 15, 21-6. They're clicking on all cylinders. Rode has 9 points already. Carter Hendrickson, Mike, has 8 points already for LCA.
Yeah, they shot the ball extremely well.
Lights out, haven't they? Shot lights out here in this really good crowd. Well, it's good to see this big crowd here at the district final. This place is packed. Biggest crowd I've seen here at Catholic in a long time, since Chris Lofton played in Mason County. Down low, Payne powering it up, blocked away there by Hall. Payne gets it back, and so yeah, LCA stepped out of bounds. They're going to give it back to Lexington Catholic. Catholic needs a good set here, Mike, and a good open look, and somebody knock down a shot here.
Well, they were trying to go into the paint, Gary, but like I said, there's nothing easy in the paint tonight for Catholic right now.
TC Price has it. Kyle Rode on him. Price looking for Luke Johnson. Johnson can take over a game, though, at any moment. Johnson scissors in to Payne. Deep in the corner, back to Luke Johnson. Back to Price. And stepping in front of the lane, Kyle Rode, but it goes right back to Price. He gives to Luke. He thought about it. Now loops it back over to Payne. Go to Scotty, fakes. Blake back to Payne. Boy, shots just not coming easy for Catholic, are they, Mike?
Well, Lexington Christian's playing really good man. They're really good at sloughing off on who the scores are and who's not the scores for Lexington Catholic.
Johnson, good pass to Whitman, hard pass. Oh, he put too much mustard on it. Out of bounds to LCA.
Yeah, three came at him that time. Whitman was open, just wasn't able to handle the pass.
Pass out to Hall.
Christian doing a nice job going diagonal over the press.
Hall falling down, throws it up and in. They're going to count the basket, and we would get the soup and the sandwich.
Wow.
They'll count that by Hall.
What a shot.
Here's a look at that again. That's when everything's going right, Mr. Fannin.
I mean, he pretty much ran into Whitman, and he was falling back and just threw it up, and it went in.
That's when everything is going your way. 23-6, LCA. Hall missed the free throw, rebounded by Zan Payne. Is Kenny in the house tonight? Kentucky's got Florida, but not till tomorrow afternoon. I would bet Kenny Payne's in the house tonight somewhere.
Gary, Catholic scored 6 points in 13 minutes.
Hard to find him in this big crowd, isn't it, Mike?
Yes.
Luke Johnson, right now being held to that early three he hit. He's working there. Good defense. Johnson spins. He rolls it up, and they're going to count that one. And LJ will get the soup and the sandwich.
Right on cue, Gary. That's exactly what Catholic needs. Little crossover, spin move with the left hand.
Oh, he put the rinse cycle on that one.
Yeah, just a nice.
That was more than the spin cycle.
that was a nice use of the left hand.
And free throw won't go. Rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. 4:55, ball knocked away there by Payne. In the first half, 23-8, LCA by 15.
Gary, Catholic changing their press up. They're going more of a 1-2-1-1 here, not their usual 2-2-1. And Christian busts it very easily.
Harper blocked by Whitman. What a block. Ball on the floor, though. Picked up by Hall off glass, no. There's Price, but Hall pulls it away from him. Tapped up, no. Whitman pulls it down. He's double-team, triple-team, gets it out to Blake Sky.
Well, that was a battle underneath the boards there.
Goodness, that was a war.
Going at it.
They went at it, didn't they? That was a big-time war there. Johnson open from three, launches. Back of the rim, no. And Carter Hendrickson at 6'6", rips it off.
Christian just dominating the defensive glass.
Here comes Kyle Rode. Dumps it to Hall, top of the circle. He turns and releases and knocks it down from 18. Hall's got 8. He's one of the top field goal shooters. At least about a few weeks ago in the season, when they put stats out, he's one of the leading field goal shooters in the Commonwealth at nearly 70%. 25-8, lead to 17. Johnson fakes, goes baseline. Luke with the right hand, no. Battle for it, coming out of it. Carter Hendrickson with yet another rebound. He's got at least, what, 6?
Yeah, it seems like he's getting every rebound. Just nothing falling right now for Catholic, Gary. Everything's contested.
Carter, fade away and won't go. Rebounded by Rode. No, here's Hendrickson flying in. Left hand, powers it up and in. That's 10 for Carter. And it's 27-8, and the Lexington Christian fans are fired up.
But Gary, right now, Lexington Christian is just out hustling Catholic. They're getting the loose balls. Everything's going their way right now. And if you're Catholic, you got to get it going here pretty soon because you're down 19. Now, let's don't forget what happened the other night. We were sitting here, and Christian was down 10 and came back and won. You know Catholic's going to make a run, but you cannot let this team get too far ahead of you because they're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And here's Johnson's spin move to the basket. But the thing you like about Carter Hendrickson, big number 3 there, is we get another shot at it there from the other camera. That's camera from the other side of the court. Yeah, got another angle on that one. But think about Carter Hendrickson. He's so good, Mike, and you coached. You love those kids that can use either hand around the basket.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and Carter is so good at that. 27-8. Payne over to Luke Johnson. Deep in the corner. They go now and Catholic, and that's the Payne move to the basket, put it in. We've got the younger Johnson in now. That's who that is, 33. He's an 8th grader, I believe. And that is Ben Johnson is in there now. He's a good three-point shooter, the 8th grader. Ben Johnson.
Points in the paint tonight for Catholic.
Well, nice move. And here's a steal by Scott. Gives to Luke Johnson. He's looking for Ben. Now goes back to Scott. He fakes, backs up, and knocks down. The three won't go, but try to knock it down. And here's a jump ball call between Whitman and Rode. Scott backed up a little bit. 31-21. Scott County leading Sayre, Mike, at halftime in the boys' 42nd. 27-10 here. Well, you look up, Lex Cass only got 10 points on the board. 2:48 before halftime. Payne. Carter Hendrickson bounced to Whitman, posting on Hall. Hit Whitman, turns, won't go, and rebounded again by who else? Carter Hendrickson.
Again, everything contested for Catholic underneath the basket.
Kyle Rode working on Johnson, fakes. Hall. Out it goes to Harper. 3 in and out, rebounded by Whitman. Whitman doing a good job on the boards, Mike.
Well, Gary, we got a little over 2 minutes in the quarter. If you're Catholic, you're just trying to get this thing down towards 10 by halftime.
There's Scott from 3, back too strong, back of the rim, rebounded by Chandler Stewart. They've had some good looks. That's the second good look Scott has had. Harper back, throws it behind Rode. Good hands there by Kyle Rode. Works in on Johnson. Minute 52, and Nate Valentine was screaming for a timeout. So minute 52 in the first half, 27-10, Lexington Christian on top. And we'll step out here on PrepSpin.com. Thanks to Bob Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet over in Nicholasville.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
When you're out recruiting, a phone call doesn't always cut it.
You have to be there face to face.
It's the same with banking. That's why I chose Central Bank.
At Central Bank, it's easy to stay connected with online and mobile banking. But when you need someone to talk to or a quick decision made, we're right here with the products and personal service to help guide you toward your financial goals.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local.
Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, William Warfield producing. Look at that picture, and look at that crowd, Mike Fannin.
Great crowd we got here tonight.
Man, one of the best crowds I've seen in here in a long time.
The Catholic student body, they're looking for a reason to explode right now.
Yeah, they need one. Minute 49, Kyle Rode. Stolen away, there's a reason. Johnson with a steal, Rode back. Johnson drives, puts it up, and he is slapped over the side of the face, but he'll go to the line. He missed the layup. He'll shoot a couple of free throws for Lexington Catholic. Well, that was just great hustle there by Kyle Rode, getting back, making sure he didn't get an easy lay-in. Nothing's easy tonight.
No, and I made this point the other night, Gary. Even though it's in the second quarter, this is, if you're Catholic, this is what you want. Score points with the clock stopped.
Yep, that's exactly right. Johnson also a good free throw shooter. You might, well, just about anybody that averages 25, 26 points a game, probably a pretty darn good free throw shooter, and Johnson falls into that category. And got them both. Cuts it down to 15. He's got 7 now to lead the Knights attack. Payne has 5. It's just like when they played LCA over there. Payne and Johnson had all their points. There's going to be a bump on Keegan Bailey as he's trying to belly up with Kyle Rode.
Not many fouls in this game, Gary. Only 5 between the two teams.
Yeah, that's only first foul against Bailey. And the third team foul. Carter Hendrickson just had an outstanding first half, picking up where he played. Good pass out, goes to the hands of Hall out of bounds, and he's upset because he knows he catches that, he's got to lay in.
Yeah, that's 2 empty trips in a row for Lexington Christian. Big minute and 30 here, Gary, for
I
Catholic.
agree.
Down 15, you're trying to get a couple of baskets here.
If they could get it down to around 10, which is only a couple of shots, really. Payne kicks it back down to Javen Harden. Minute 17, 27-12. At halftime, Allie Denton's going to join our crew. Down low goes Payne. He's got it blocked away there by Hall, picked up by Rode. What a big-time block by Alston Hall. Allison Denton will join Jack Haynes and Darren Douglas here at halftime. Under a minute now. Harper dumps it to Carter Hendrickson. Payne slapping down on the ball. Hendrickson backing in. Hendrickson, tough shot, got it. He's got a dozen.
Again, Payne's not getting any help, Gary. Again, there's no double down coming, and when he gets the ball that close, it's almost lights out.
Johnson cut off, skips it over to Bailey, to Harden, top, over to Luke. He launches a three. Back of the rim, no. Rebounded though by Harden. Catholic gets it back with 30 seconds before halftime. They're down 17. Coach Salzman calling play number 4, so that's going to be Johnson, a deep three, in and out, tapped up and in by Catholic's Bryce Scott, 29-14. Good offensive work there by Scott. Rode. Ball stowed away by Payne, looks up at the clock. Zan with Henderson back and throws it up and in. He will count it to be the soup. And a sandwich and a foul on Hendrickson.
Big momentum changer right there, Gary.
What a shot. Look at that again.
Got a chance to cut it to 12.
Wow, Hendrickson actually on that replay played pretty good defense.
Yeah, that's
a little body though, maybe.
Not much, but yeah, a little.
With 2/10, Payne can cut it, and he does. He cuts it to a dozen. That's 8 for Payne, and that's going to do it for the first half. We go to the locker room. It was all Lexington Christian, though. They lead 29-17 here at halftime over Lexington Catholic on their floor. We'll come back. Look at these replays here. I believe this is the Payne. Yeah, he just reached out, cut off that passing lane, Mike, and then took it the distance. Hendrickson getting back, playing pretty good defense.
Yeah.
That's just an unbelievable shot there.
Just great body control there by Payne.
There's our other angle shot of that from the other camera. There he comes. There comes Z Payne.
Yeah, with the right hand off the glass.
So halftime here at the Buter Gymnasium, 29-17. Don't go away. The second half will be outstanding. And Jack Haynes and Darren Douglas. Allie Denton should be joining us. She's up here right now.
Put Central Bank's local advantage to work for you.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter. Locally owned and operated since 1972.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man.
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more. So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
The boys' 43rd District Championship game, where Lexington Catholic and LCA hooked up in this one. The Eagles of LCA lead 29-17 at halftime. We're here with 43rd District Girls Champion, head coach Allison Denton. And Allison, this is 5 years in a row for the Lady Generals. When you took over the program somewhat 17 years ago, did you think this would happen and in your wildest dreams?
Well, I'd hoped it would happen. I've done a good job of surrounding myself with coaches through the years that know basketball, know more than me, and we've done a good job teaching every girl that's coming to our program.
Well, it helps pretty good that you got your former teammate at Dunbar and Ronetta Taylor. She's known you since what, 8th grade?
6th grade. We played ball since 6th grade. We were opponents, first of all.
Well, tonight the game got started off really good for you gals, and the big issue was offensive rebounding. Both teams with 20 offensive rebounds in the game. But I thought the young lady who came in the first half that gave you a boost was Goff. She was absolutely a beast on the board. She had 8 first half points.
Macy has improved tremendously all year, and she's just a sophomore, and you have yet to see how good Macy Goff is going to be. But I couldn't be any more thrilled with her and her performance.
Of course, Kiara Pankins coming off that concussion a couple of weeks ago, but limited in minutes. I noticed you stole some minutes in the first half with her on the bench, and really your team expanded the lead with her on the bench there in the first half.
Well, I mean, I think, Kiara, we knew she hadn't played in 2.5 weeks, but she's a leader on our team, and we wanted her out there just for that calming presence. And, when she came out, the girls had played 10 games without her. They knew what to do when she wasn't in the ball game, but, we were absolutely thrilled to have Kiara back with us.
Big games from Abram and Gar Carter, 20 and 13 respectively, and Pankins winds up with 10 points and 8 rebounds.
Yeah, and if you look across the board, Goff had 7, Bennett had 8, and we had one more that had 9. Who was it?
I believe that was, you had 7
Lindy.
for, yeah.
We almost have 6 people in double figures.
Yeah, and you guys, your team really rebounded the ball really well, I thought, even though you lose the rebounding battle ultimately 39-38, but you got your hands on a lot of passes too, especially out of that full court press that you're all doing.
We sure did, and one of our keys to winning the game was giving us second opportunities to score. And I was really pleased with Lindy DeBilzan. She had 9 tonight, and we just challenged her to go rebound for us. That was one of her to-do lists tonight, and she did a good job with that.
Well, you go in now as the number 1 seed. You'll find out tomorrow who you'll play. We know Scott County's in as a district champion, waiting on the 41st and 44th games, but you got any choices who you might want to play? I know who you want to see in the opposite brackets, probably the Cardinals as well as maybe Franklin County.
Well, I mean, I don't have a pick, I'll be honest. Whatever it is going to be, and we're just going to do what we need to do to advance and just keep advancing during this tournament.
Coach, good luck next week, and we'll see you over in Richmond.
Thank you.
Allison Netton, the head coach of Lafayette. They're on to the 11th region tournament as the 43rd district champion.
This is Oscar Combs. The next time you get hungry, remember this commercial. Then grab your keys and come to Rafferty's. Now, where did you put those keys? Rafferty's, located in Lexington, Louisville, Elizabethtown, Florence, Paducah, and Bowling Green.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims & Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, thanks to Allie Denton for joining us up here. I tell you what, she does a great job with that Lafayette girls basketball program, Mike. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Up here chatting with her, she's heading to that 11th region tournament draw tomorrow as a district champion for the 5th year in a row. Lafayette, they won earlier tonight over Dunbar. And your thoughts of this first half, 29-17 LCA. Let me get your, Mike, there we go. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, Gary, I think, Lexington Christian played about as well as they could that half. They shot the ball really well.
Yep.
I mean, you've got to like their spot right now. They're up 12. The only thing that I looked at was that last 30-second for Lexington Catholic. They were down 17, and they went on a little 5-0 run to end the quarter to only be down 12. And you kind of had a feeling that they had a little bit of momentum going into the locker room.
And look at that first half by Carter Hendrickson. Not only did he have 12 points, he had 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's just a great all-around player. And when Catholic presses them, it's so important that he's running the point back there. He can see over the defense and throw over. He does so many things for them. And Catholic just simply didn't, sometimes basketball is real complicated or real simple.
Yeah.
Well, for Catholic in that half, they just didn't shoot it. I mean, they were 6 of 25 for 24%, and you're not going to beat many people shooting 6 for 25.
Well, like you said, Mike, that's a good point. They made a nice run there in the last minute of that first half, especially that finish by Zan Payne. He drove right at Carter Hendrickson. He committed Hendrickson. Hendrickson's called for the foul. Payne not only banked it in, he made the free throw. As you said, now you got this down, even though you shot atrociously and terribly, you got this down to workable margin right now.
Well, Catholic's kids seem to go off the court with a little pizzazz in their step. I mean, if they'd have gone in down 17 or 19, it might be a different story. But again, a nice little 5-0 run to end the quarter. And this first couple minutes, big for them.
It'll be Harper, Rode, Carter Hendrickson, Austin Hall, and Chandler Stewart for LCA. The blue-clad Eagles will start with the basketball. That's Harper. He's working on Price. Now they bounce it to Carter Hendrickson. He turns and knocks it down. That's a 3. 15.
And what a way to answer for Lexington Christian coming out of the locker room, hitting that 3.
Payne loops it deep in the corner to Price, goes in on Harper, and tries to dump it to Scott. Does Luke Johnson. He'll penetrate. Johnson a floater. Right hand no. Hall battling and pulls it down.
Those are the kind of shots Johnson normally makes.
Absolutely. Carter Hendrickson turns. That one's off the left. No good. Tapped out, and looked to me like Chandler Stewart might have got a piece of that one and knocked it out of bounds, and that's going to be the call with 7:16 in the third. But LCA leads 32-17. The 11th region starts Monday night. Check out our 11th region preview show tomorrow at 5 o'clock over at Rafferty's in Hamburg. We'll be live over there at 5 o'clock. Check it out. Coaches will be with us, and we're just going to kind of set the table. Here's Johnson. Got it.
A nice look there by Catholic, getting the ball to Johnson at the free throw line.
Nice shot there by Luke Johnson, cutting it down to 32-19, 6:54. Harper out to Carter Hendrickson to Kyle Rode. Blake Scott needs to get going here in a second. He's too good of a three-point shooter. He had a couple good looks there in the first half. Yep. Bounce pass to Hall, working on Payne. Left hand, goes back, left, fall partially blocked there. Hendrickson's got it. He reverses it. No, there's Hall with the finish.
Yeah, there's one of those 50-50 balls we always talk about in basketball, Gary. Christian just seems to be getting those tonight.
All of them. Not just one or two. They're getting most of them. TC Price with the Knights. They're in the white with blue and LCA in the blue. Luke Johnson with Harper on him. Johnson bounces to Zan Payne, about a 10-footer. Got it.
Nice ball movement there.
That's 10 now for Payne. It's 34-21.
Nice little two-man game there.
Carter Hendrickson to Kyle Road, and pass over to Stewart, goes in on Whitman. Whitman blocks it and then hands it to Payne. Here comes Payne wanting to push it. Payne slows down, kicks it over to Price, out to Scott. NBA three, no good. As it hit the rim, it almost came back down for him, but I might have called that no good. Here is Price, he was open one go. Price to the basket, and we're going to have a charge on Price call.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Hall. Just held his ground, saw him coming. On that replay there, Gary, if Stewart just almost jump stops there, Whitman probably goes right by him, but when you leave your feet, that's tough.
Harden got a hand on that, but Rowe got it back for LCA. Carter Hendrickson to Hall. Back to Carter. Good place to go with. You got a kid 6'6" that handles the ball like Carter Hendrickson. Here's Stewart out of the corner. No good. Tapped around, and good job there by Payne, and here's Johnson clearing it out. Luke. Over now to Harden. He lobs to Whitman. Rode comes from the backside and steals it.
Yeah, nice save there by Rode.
5 minutes, 2 seconds here in the third. There's Hall. Got a three. Hall. 13 for him. Lead has ballooned back to 16, 37-21. I'll tell you what, clicking on all cylinders, aren't they, LCA? Hall's hitting, Hendrickson's hitting, Kyle Road, and they're really getting after Lexington Catholic.
Well, that's a tough thing, Gary. They're big kids, can step out and shoot the three. Then you come out and guard them. They're such good ball handlers. Yep. Then they can take it right by you. So, you know, Catholic's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place the way these kids are shooting the ball tonight.
It's like Will Hacker has come into the game for Chandler Stewart. Nate Valentine talking to Stewart in front of his bench. There's Johnson. Over to Whitman. Back to Luke Johnson. Johnson gets a pick from Whitman. Slices down on Hall. Hall got a piece of it.
Well, I'm sorry, Greg. What a play by Hall there. I mean, just held his ground. Just doing it all.
Not only blocked his shot when the ball was coming back to him, he had the presence of mind to grab the ball. Here's Rode, and that's blocked by Whitman, but a foul's going to be called, and I think that's going to be down low on Jamin Harden, I believe. Yep, that's the call. First foul on Harden, second team foul, and LCA's yet to commit a foul here in the second half. Kyle Rode back at the charity stripe. Kyle with 10.
Man, he's solid from the line.
78% on the season. LCA as a team shoots about 75, Micah. That's one of the best free throw shooting teams in the state.
Well, if you look at this game and the last game against Dunbar, I bet you they're shooting over 80.
Yep. Well, the lead is back to 18 for LCA. That might be their biggest lead, actually, 39-21. Johnson bounces to Payne. Payne fakes. Ball knocked away, and Harper's got it. That was Zan Payne just being lackadaisical with the basketball, actually. They stripped it wide away. Here's Rode. Cal lines up wide open three off the mark. And there's Harper.
Great hustle.
Saves it to Rode, and we're going to have a timeout called by LCA. 3:53 to go here. Thanks to all of our sponsors here on PrepSpin UK Sports Medicine. Thanks to Rob O'Leary, Rafferty's Restaurants. We've got the 11th Region preview over there tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Come over to Rafferty's and join us at 5 for the 11th Region preview show. Whitaker Bank, Bob Roberts Insurance, and Sutherland Chevrolet. Check out the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week every week on the Scholastic Ball Report. That'll be Sunday this week at 2 p.m. on the CW. Our team of the week, Franklin County Lady Flyers, team favored to win the 11th Region.
Yeah, they got a nice squad.
Went to the state championship last year, 60-37. Scott County over Sayre. Looks like Scott County's going to win at 42nd. So, and then also the Boyle County state champion bowling team are scholar athletes, and some divers from right here, the Redford sisters from right here who did real well in the state diving made the finals. They'll be on as the Divers of the Week with Jamie Palumbo. That's Sunday at 2 o'clock. Plus highlights from all these games. I'm sure this game will be highlighted on the show Sunday. It's either Saturday or Sunday, Mike, depending on ACC basketball, and this week it's going to be on Sunday.
Well, Catholic right now, Gary, they just need some stops. Because this is starting to get away from them a little bit, down 18.
Richardson handed it to Rode. He goes now to Harper. Back to Kyle Rode. Rode working on Johnson. Pass out to Harper, back to Rode. They're going to run some clock here. Nate Valentine's looking up saying, hey, we got an 18-point lead. Let's run some of this clock.
Yeah, they're showing a little patience here.
Ball knocked away by Whitman. It goes out of bounds. Back in will be Austin Hall for LCA. And going out will be Carter Hendrickson. And Stewart in, and going back out will be Richardson. Hall dumps it down to Rode. Whitman cuts him off, and back it goes to Hall. Harper off glass, put it down.
Just a nice assist from Harper. Saw the floor so well there.
Lead is 20, 41-21. Biggest lead that LCA has had tonight with 2:52 in the third. Catholic really struggling to score tonight. Pass to Payne, knocked away by Rode, and we're going to give it back to Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, Gary, LCA just seems a step quicker on everything tonight, offensively and defensively.
Carter Hendrickson in and Kyle Rode out with 2:45 here in the third. What a crowd in here at the 43rd. Here's Payne, and put it back in the rim. No, he thought he was fouled, so did the Catholic bench, but on the floor is Bailey.
Good hustle.
Good hustle by Bailey to Johnson. Back to Keegan Bailey, back to Johnson. Here's a deep three. Back of the rim, no. There's Whitman battling, and they're going to say now the officials will confer. I think they may give that to Catholic, actually. Outside official. Oh, he's going to call a foul. That's going to be a foul against LCA. Called it on Harper, his second. So Catholic will get the ball. Lexington Catholic.
I think we're going to get another change in who the foul was on.
They called it on Hacker. That's his first. Whitman. It is hard to beat a good team 3 times, Mike Fannin.
Yes, I will agree.
Whitman trying to power it up and off glass, no. Whitman battling, but comes down to Johnson. He has it tapped from behind by Stewart.
Again, there is just nothing easy in the paint for Catholic tonight against Lexington Christian, Gary. Hall's making it really tough in there.
We'll have all the 11th region games, girls and boys, beginning Monday night from Eastern Kentucky University here on PrepSpin. Johnson from 15. Won't roll in there. Rebound by Carter Hendrickson. He's going to have another double-double tonight. Just like he did against Dunbar.
But Johnson just can't find the basket right now, Gary.
And like you said, he's missing shots, or normally money for number 10. Almost a steal by Bailey. Hendrickson's got it, though. Over to Harper. Launches and knocks down a 3.
Well, there's not really. Catholic just doesn't have an answer right now, Gary. I mean, Lexington Christian's making everything. They're playing very good defense, and that's a deadly combination.
44-21. Your lead is for Lexington Christian by 23. And here's another good angle at that Harper 3 as he knocks it down from the other.
Yeah, they just
angle.
made shots, Gary. I mean, they just made the shots, and Lexington Catholic have not tonight. And credit Lexington Christian's defense. They've really been tough on the defensive end.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
All S, all P, all O, R-T-S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Roberts Insurance, they're over in Richmond, Kentucky, the home of the 11th region. Bob Roberts Insurance, thanks to Joe and John Roberts, all the great folks at Bob Roberts Insurance. They're just great people. Check them out. They're on Main Street. They've been in business for 40 years. They insure most of this great state of Kentucky. Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, William Warfield, Jack Haynes, Darren Douglas, and Mike, quite simply, it's been all Lexington Christian all the time.
It's been domination by them, Gary.
Johnson, skip it over to Luke. Luke to the basket and lays it up and in. It's 11 for Luke. It's 44-23, minute 19 to go in the third.
Well, that's the easiest bucket Catholic's gotten in a long time.
I was thinking the same thing. They haven't come easy tonight for Johnson. He's got double figures, but he's worked for all those 11 points, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There's Harper, scissoring in between, gives to Rode. He stops and hooks it off the mark. No, Hall battling. Rode gets it back, and he's going to be hacked by Bailey. So Bailey will pick up his second.
Again, Christian just keeping the ball alive on the miss. And that's that quickness factor I was talking about. It just seems like everything, they're getting every loose ball tonight.
I tell you what, I'll go ahead and say this. Nothing against Lexington Catholic, but if LCA keeps playing like this, they will definitely be a big factor in that 11th region tournament next week. They've got a shot to win if they keep playing like this. 45-23, they lead against a good Catholic team that's won 22 games. There's Ben Johnson. He stopped in the baseline, missed it back of the rim. He is going to be a good one. They say he may be better than Tanner the Man Johnson and Luke. We'll see. That's to be determined, as we like to say, Mike Fannin. 32 seconds, 45-23. Harper way out front for LCA, pounds it down, gives now to Rode, spinning on Whitman. Rode cut off, out to Harper.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Rode there. Knew he didn't have it and kicked it back out.
Well, we also turned around and saw 6'7" Whitman there and said maybe it'd be better to kick this one out.
Looks like they're going to play for one, Gary.
Bad pass, Whitman on the floor, picked up by Luke. He's got 8 seconds. Johnson crossing over, kicks it over to Ben. He goes over right side to Bailey, throws it up. No, Luke Johnson there battling. And Johnson, and he throws it up, won't go. Had it gone, it would have counted. And Coach Salzman wanted a foul. He thought Johnson was fouled. So we head to the final quarter. Lexington Christian, 45. Lexington Catholic, 23. We'll come back to the final quarter here on PrepSpin.com. And thanks to all of our great sponsors, Mingy Beef Jerky, Rafferty's Restaurants. Come over to Rafferty's tomorrow and check out the 11th Region Preview Show at Rafferty's in Hamburg.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Gary Ball, Mike Fannin, William Warfield, and Jack Haynes, Darren Douglas. Takes a village here, 43rd District Championships. Earlier tonight, Lafayette and Allie Denton, she joined us at halftime. They win the girls' 43rd over Paul Orange Dunbar. They move on to the district, to the region, 11th Region Monday as the 43rd District champs. Dunbar also moves on as the runner-up. Here it's all LCA to start the fourth quarter. They lead 45-23. Mike, you've got the numbers there. What do you think?
Well, Catholic just had another horrendous quarter of shooting, Gary. They only shot at 21% that quarter. LCA a little over 40.
Price cut off by Hendrickson. Swing it around to Payne. Payne moves in on Harper. Hands it back now to Keegan Bailey. Swing it back to Johnson. Luke gets a pick from Whitman. Slices down the court. Little floater. Won't go. Johnson battling for it. Carter Hendrickson rips off. What's that, his 12th rebound?
Yeah, that's just, again, Johnson tonight, again, he's 4-17. And that normally is not his game.
He had 29 when they played at LCA. And he had a pretty good game here when they played at Catholic, I believe. He had about 25, didn't he?
Yes.
There's Rode. Rode spinning, he's in trouble. Tapped around, and Payne's got another nice steal.
Nice hands.
He leads it out to Luke Johnson. He hangs and scores. What a great job. That's second time Zan Payne did that right at the end of the first half.
I think we've got a foul on Catholic, and I think we've got a technical on Catholic.
Yeah, I think we do too. Yeah, I don't think Price liked the way he was thrown to the floor, and I think he might have said something. And the official was right there and heard him. So Blake Scott will check in. 6:53, 11th region gets underway Monday night. Girls action 6:30 and 8:15 at Eastern. And then Tuesday night girls game, boys games Wednesday and Thursday. Girls semifinals Friday night, boys semifinals Saturday afternoon. Rode hits the free throw. The girls championship Saturday night and boys championship Monday night, the 6th, because the girls state tournament starts Wednesday the 8th. Rode got them both. He now has 13. 47-25. You know, I think Carter Hendrickson and Hall got things started by knocking down those big threes early in the game, Mike. Kind of sent a message to Catholic that they were here to play tonight. Chandler Stewart over to Carter Hendrickson to Rode. Payne bellying up on him now. Rode spinning.
Nice
Jump,
pass.
gives it back to Hendrickson. Won't go. Thought about dunking it, but Whitman was there. And then Carter tried to bank it in. Here comes Luke Johnson. Flying with Harper on him. Johnson spinning to the basket, hanging and scoring. Luke Johnson. That's 15 for LJ.
Yeah, nice move there by Johnson. That's what I'm used to seeing from him, making those shots just like that.
Same here, 47-27. Lead is 20 for LCA. They're trying to win the 43rd District Boys Basketball Championship for the first time in school history. Matter of fact, it's the first time they've ever been to the 11th Region Tournament in LCA's boys school history. For the boys, the girls, of course, won that state championship with that great team in 07.
Yep.
Well, what a team that was. They had 2 missed basketballs on that team, if I'm not mistaken. Sarah Beth Barnett was one of them. They had Anna Martin, Courtney Clifton.
I actually had the pleasure of coaching Courtney in middle school.
Well, she could really shoot it from anywhere.
Yeah, she was a great player.
Yeah, played at Western, right?
Yep.
Western Kentucky. And don't forget the point guard extraordinaire, Emily London, on that. That was 10 years ago. Hard to believe. I'm getting old. I remember calling that team and doing their state tournament games and calling the state championship game, and that was just a still, I say, arguably the best girls team I've ever seen, that LCA team. All 5 of those girls played Division I college basketball, all 5 starters. And they had a couple subs that played college ball. They were younger.
Yeah, Gary, right now, LCA, they're going to be patient on offense. They're in no hurry.
20-point lead, why would you be? You got a 20-point lead, 5.5 to play. Harper. And you've got all these good ball handlers.
Yeah, it may be nothing but layups and getting fouls right now.
Rode, belly to belly with Luke Johnson.
And this is where you have 5 good ball handlers on the court, and you have 5 good free throw shooters on the court.
Yep. Harper down to 5, 12 to go in this one. LCA, Lexington Catholic, bounce to Rode, to the basket. Hooked, little roll shot, won't go, but stuck back up and in by Hendrickson, and a little finger roll by Rode. There's Hendrickson there to finish it.
He's everywhere. He's done it all tonight.
Yeah, he's the MVP of this tournament, Carter Hendrickson. Down low, Whitman. Whitman tries to power it up, blocked behind by Hall. Whitman, say, man, they're everywhere. They are coming at him from everywhere. By the way, you still got a lot of the girls in here, too, because they have the girls' trophy presentation, all-tournament team, all of it after this game. Is that correct?
That is correct.
4:28. Great working with you, Mike. Hope you can join us over at the 11th Region for some action. You're certainly welcome to.
Well, thank you.
Here to the basket row. That's going to be a foul.
It's just been a clinic tonight, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been a clinic for LCA. I'm very impressed with them. Like you said, if they play like this in the region, they're going to be a tough out.
Really tough. Scott County was a big winner tonight, both boys and girls. Rode finally missed a free throw. He had made 6 in a row prior to that miss, Mike.
Yeah, I would say, from my personal, I would say Scott County's probably the favorite going into the tournament.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Timeout, LCA, 4:19 to play in this one, and it is all Lexington Christian. They lead at 50-27, and we'll return here on PrepSpin.com with 4:19 to go.
At Raising Cane's, we believe in one love. But creating one love is no simple task. Everything has to be served hot and fresh, not just hot. We use only 100% premium chicken tenderloins for a 0% chance of leftovers. We insist on the best ingredients for our fries, like potatoes. And, while we can keep talking quality, or you can just eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Visit us today at one of our 4 Lexington area locations.
This is a special place.
Our home court advantage.
With the support of our fans and the Big Blue Nation, we can accomplish anything.
That same hometown advantage can be yours at Central Bank.
With their winning personal service, Central is passionate about helping me succeed.
They're always behind me, helping guide my financial strategy, and they can help you too.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local. Put Central Bank's hometown advantage to work for you.
In front of a really good crowd. It's not capacity, Mike Fannin, but it's pretty close.
It's close.
50-27 has been all LCA. They've been led by Carter Hendrickson, Kyle Rode, and Austin Hall. The big 3, as I call them.
And Lexington Christian staying with their 2-2-1, just trying to make Catholic run a little clock.
Johnson gets a pick from Bryce Scott. Won't go, rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. He has definitely been chairman of the boards tonight. What's that, his 14th or 15th?
Yeah, cleaned up inside. It's like every rebound he gets.
Harper to Rode. Lexington Christian and Catholic will move on to the 11th region tournament. All the 11th region carried here on PrepSpin. Next week, beginning with the girls' games Monday night. The only night I'll miss, Mike Fannin, FYI, just for your information, Wednesday night I have some TV work out at WKYT. I'll be there every night but Wednesday, and Jack Haynes, Darren Douglas, and all the crew at PrepSpin will certainly have things under control on Wednesday night. That'll be the first night of the boys' action. Harper's free throw good. Boy, this little Harper, he transferred over from East Jessamine. He averages double figures, and he's a steady Eddie out there.
Well, they've got 4 kids that average double figures. I think they have 4 kids that average almost 15 points a game. That's the thing about LCA, Gary. You just can't focus on one kid.
Yeah, pick your poison. Harper got them both. He's got all his points, all 7 here in the second half, 52-27, and LCA is looking very strong that they're going to win this 43rd district, their first ever 43rd district boys basketball championship.
Well, if you'd have told me, Gary, that Catholic after about 30 minutes would only have scored 27 points, I would be shocked.
Payne strong to the basket. That's going to be a blocking call on LCA's Austin Hall. But that is only the second team foul against LCA, whereas, of course, Catholic, they've been in the bonus for a little while now. I mean, LCA's been in the bonus because of Catholic's 18 fouls. T.C. Price at the trigger. Goes over to Bryce Scott, back to Price. Luke Johnson behind the back. Luke hands it to Payne. Payne bounces to Price. I tell you what, here's Harden to the basket, blocked by Hall, foul called. You know, you could say 27 points have really struggled, but let's give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
LCA's defense has been superb tonight.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree. There has been nothing easy for Catholic tonight. I mean, I can only remember them getting 2 layups. I mean, everything they've earned tonight.
Harden's free throw good. Javen Harden, outstanding athlete. He's a sophomore. They really like this young man. He'll probably be a starter next year because they lose Luke Johnson's a senior. Got them both. And he is just an unbelievable athlete. Price is back. Payne is back. They lose Whitman and Scott and Johnson, so 3 starters lost. LCA, listen to this. Everybody's back except for Harper. Everybody.
Wow. I mean, they're going to be a load to beat next year.
They're going to be a load. I'd say preseason next year.
Yep.
LCA will be in the top 5 in the state.
I would totally agree.
They lead here 52-29. 3:01 to go here in this game in front of this big crowd here at Lexington Catholic. Harper missed the free throw, rebounded by Bryce Scott. 2:57 to play. 11th Region Preview Show. Catch us over at Hamburg's Rafferty's tomorrow at 5 o'clock for that 11th Region Preview. Hendrickson taps it and grabbed there by Harper. Another ball kept alive by Carter Hendrickson.
And that's just the way it's gone for Catholic tonight, Gary. Everything's challenged in the paint and nothing's gone in.
Pass goes over ahead of Harper. Johnson there battling, and it's going to go to Catholic. 2:35 here. Lexington Catholic, one of the top teams with 22 wins in the state. LCA. You know, if you look at the polls, these two have been ranked in the top 20 all year, both of them. Bryce Scott, the sophomore, 6'4", trying to post up on Hall. Johnson to the basket, off glass, no. There's Scott battling, no. Powers it up, no. Scott and battling there with LCA, and we're going to get a foul. They called that on Chandler Stewart.
And again, Catholic still not in the bonus.
That's 2 on Chandler. Only the 4th team foul, so I don't know that Catholic's going to be in the bonus for this game.
Well, that's the other thing about Lexington Christian. They've played great defense, and they've played smart defense and not fouled.
Harper will take it across the line, picked up, double team. Harper, Jamin Harden, and Luke Johnson. Now to Stewart. 2 minutes to play in this game, and here's a steal by T.C. Pry, and won't go there for Price. He hits the floor hard, gets up Gimpy. Hall in the middle of the road.
Nice
Good pass
pass
to Carter, turns around, Hendrickson lays it in. 19 for Hendrickson to go with those 15 rebounds.
Gary, those two kids play really well together. It's like they know where each other is on the court.
And Chandler Stewart has his legs cut out from under him. That's scary. Not just two guys hustling, but and that foul's going to go on, and Price has just fouled out of the ball game. So he picks up. Price fouls out and scored 2 points tonight. LCA fans getting up on their feet, and they have come in here and dominated this 43rd district. Both teams move on to the 11th region. All the 11th region games next week, beginning Monday night with the girls, will be right here on PrepSpin, and looking forward to that. Stewart's free throw, got it. 55-29. Boy, Catholic just struggled mightily tonight from the field, didn't they? I mean, when you got your superstar, what at one point was 4 for 17?
Yeah, at one point, Johnson was 4-17.
He's hit a couple shots since then, but Stewart got them both. It's 56-29, minute 32. Afterwards, we'll have our trophy presentation and the all-tournament teams, girls and boys. There's Payne to the basket, off glass, good. 12 for Payne. 56-31. And the fat lady is definitely singing right now. No, she's not warming up. She's singing, isn't she?
Yeah, she sang early tonight.
She did, early and often. Carter Hendrickson with 1:06. Gives to Road.
Nice
what a pass, and Hendrickson with the exclamation.
Again, there's that two-man game with Road and Hendrickson. They just work well together.
58-31, there was your exclamation. Harden handling it right side, into the paint, scoop shot. What a nice move by Harden.
Nice move by Harden.
58-33, boy, that dunk by Carter Hendrickson got the LCA fans really motivated. Here's a steal by Payne. Payne to Harden, lines up the three, got it. That's 5 quick points by Jamin Harden. 58-36, but LCA is going to win it going away. They're going to be your 43rd district champs. Go to the 11th region next week as the 43rd district champs. Catholic will go as the runner-up. Down to 16 seconds. And, well, I don't believe if I'm Catholic, I'd foul. You're down 22. 9 seconds. LCA fans get on their feet. They have just won their first ever 43rd district championship and broken through that glass ceiling to the 11th region tournament. And Mike Fannin, Their fans are fired up. We're going to have the post-game presentation. What an effort by Lexington Christian. I'm so impressed with these Eagles tonight.
Oh, they just played a tremendous game from the opening tip tonight, Gary. I was so impressed with their offense and their defense, especially their defense. They just flat out got after it. And, Gary, they earned this. I mean, they beat two teams that had beaten them twice this year.
Right.
I mean, that's something special when you've been beat twice by a team and you come back and win.
Yeah, and one of them have been the defending state champions in Dunbar.
Yes, so
let's take a look at that great back. You talk about that combo of Rode and Carter Hendrickson.
Rode and Henderson just play so well together. I mean, that's just pure basketball. Backdoor cut, dunk. You know, if you're Catholic, obviously you're disappointed, but you still get to go to the region. You're starting out 0-0 right now.
Still have hope.
Lexington Christian's just got a lot of momentum going into halftime. Going to the region, sorry.
Carter Hendrickson nearly duplicated his game against Dunbar tonight, where he had 23 and 14 tonight, 21 and 15.
Well, Gary, the thing I said before the game, the thing that Catholic had done the first two games, they had held Hendrickson and Rode under double digits.
Yes, sir.
And tonight, that wasn't close.
Right.
Those guys dominated.
Great game by LCA as they win at 58-36. We'll step out, come back with more. Well, he's getting some of the post-game celebration going on right now. But and I got to say, it was great to see the crowds back.
Yes.
This crowd was huge tonight.
Yes.
It was very loud and boisterous for both clubs, LCA. And you know what? That girls' game tonight, we had a nice crowd in there for that. Lafayette went over Dunbar girls earlier.
Yeah, and the kids deserve to play in front of crowds like this. It's what it's all about.
We'll step out, come back with more post-game, but boy, what an effort by Lexington Christian. Carter Hendrickson, no doubt, that man right.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
At Raising Cane's, we believe in one love. But creating one love is no simple task. Everything has to be served hot and fresh, not just hot. We use only 100% premium chicken tenderloins for a 0% chance of leftovers. We insist on the best ingredients for our fries, like potatoes. And, well, we can keep talking quality, or you can just eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Visit us today at one of our 4 Lexington area locations.
This is a special place.
Our home court advantage.
With the support of our fans and the Big Blue Nation, we can accomplish anything.
That same hometown advantage can be yours at Central Bank.
With their winning personal service, Central is passionate about helping me succeed.
They're always behind me, helping guide my financial strategy, and they can help you too.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local. Put Central Bank's hometown advantage to work for you.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of their 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin. Gary Ball, Mike Fannin with the entire crew, and Nate Valentine being interviewed by the TV stations now. Check out high school sports Sunday at 2 on the Scholastic Ball Report. On the CW, Sunday at 2 o'clock, it'll be Franklin County Lady Flyers, Boyle County State Champion Bowling Team, and the Divers from right here at Lexington Catholic, the Redford Twins, or Redford Sisters. I don't know if they're twins, but they'll be on, plus highlights from all these games. We're just about set for the all-tournament team, plus the district trophies for runner-up for the girls and the boys. And hats off to, we had Allie Denton up here at halftime. Allison Denton, the coach of Lafayette. Mike, hats off to them as they win their 5th consecutive 43rd District Girls Championship over a really good Dunbar team. I thought Dunbar played a good game tonight, Mike, but just wasn't enough. Lafayette pulled it out. So Lafayette will move on to the girls 11th region Monday night as the district champion. you've got some numbers there.
Yeah,
Mike.
Gary, just looking at some of the final stats here, again for the game, Lexington Christian shot 47%, 20 of 43. Lexington Catholic, they were 27%, and that'll just get you, in a district final.
Yep. What did Mr. Martin just say? I couldn't hear him either. I think he wants to. Girls, here's the girls. Bethany Selby from Lexington Christian makes the all-tournament team. So congrats to Miss Selby.
Last year. 32, all Beaumont.
That's long enough, man. You did a good job.
It's time.
It's Gar Carter.
Cool if they face the cameras. And the MVP of the 2017 43rd District Girls Tournament, Terry Abrams.
Terry Abrams is the MVP. So Terry Abrams is the MVP of the district tournament. A little bit of a surprise there, I think. I thought Gar Carter would have performed she had the last couple of games.
There's your girls on the team. How about a big hand for the whole team?
District champ is on the field. This is a very good tournament. I think Dunbar would play for the girls level the tournament. They'll be a tough out.
First, I'll go back to the girls. The girls' runner-up team trophy goes to Dunbar this year.
Trophy goes to Dunbar. Good effort there. But right there, Allie thought it was really, she enjoyed the fact that it was a tough ball game for her girls because she knows what she's going to face over there when she goes up against those good teams in that tournament. Because there's going to be some good teams in this year. When you look at what Scott County's got 5 players in double figures in later this year. And not to mention Scott Left, to mention Franklin Kennedy. Madison Central girls are very talented, coached by Coach Dixon. So there's
tough region to get out of.
Congratulations to Molly Denton and Lafayette district champions. Coach Nick Green, they both were really lucky to turn it. The draw is tomorrow morning at 10 at Eastern. Just can't get over this effort here from the Lexington Christian boys. They flat out play. I said going in, I said off the record when we started that, they play how they're capable of playing. They could possibly pull this out. The way they pulled it out, Mike Fanning, 58 to 36 with 22 points.
I wasn't expecting that. I knew Western Christian could win. By 22.
That's the thing about PrepSpin. We do all the games and
That's a boy. That's a girl. From Dunbar, taking on Hollingsworth. He's awesome. Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, we've really enjoyed watching you guys. Oh, thank you. You got that racing to the rim I saw earlier.
Carpenter from Lafayette named the all-tournament team. It's going on a little bit.
We're one of 19, man. I bet we did. From LCA, Carter Hendrickson.
No shot there.
I thought he could be MVP.
Thanks, buddy.
Does that mean
got it.
Kyle Rhodes going to be the MVP. He's a great passer.
Kyle Rhodes will be MVP. He's got to, right?
Officially 16 points today, but it really was. What do you have?
6 of 21. Just not one of his usual shooting nights. That happens in basketball.
Yeah, good thing.
And the 2017 43rd District Tournament Boys Tournament Most Valuable Player goes to number 22,
Kyle Rhodes is your MVP. This does so much for the coach.
Sophomore.
Passes, rebounds.
Do it all. I mean, I was just so impressed. Him and how they played so well together.
Yeah. That was your all-tournament team. You'd be surprised if that Carter Henderson I bet would be the MVP. And scoring. Goes to Kyle Rhodes.
the Knights from Lexington Catholic.
You can bet the farm.
I think he works, especially with his own. He didn't want this to happen. Not in a million years. With, if you don't win this game, then you might have to play Scott County in the opening round.
2017 43rd District Boys Tournament champions, the Eagles from Lexington District.
Your district champions, and their fans are still here. Nobody's left in LCA. As they win it. Again, don't forget to join us out at Rafferty's tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the 11th preview show at Rafferty's. Tomorrow on the Mixer audio only. Just go to PrepSpin.com and click on it. Listen live and catch the 11th region preview show tomorrow at 5 o'clock from Rafferty's Restaurants in Hamburg. So, there's your 43rd district champion there from Lexington Christian. I'm sure we're going to get some more film of the district champions.
Congratulations to all boys, teams, players, and parents.
Everybody deserved it. Played well. And good luck to both teams in the region of Eastern.
And the ladies will cut the nets on this year. The Lafayette Lady General.
Highlights from PrepSpin. William Moore for these highlights of the game. I'm pretty sure it's just the boys game. That's the first one.
All right, let's cut the nets down. Boys, be careful. Don't fall off that big ladder. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Bennett, Caroline Bennett trying to line it up.
Kind of short on that one, too.
That was Bennett who got the rebound.
I think getting a lot of hands on shots early.
Shot deep out of the corner, and it's knocked down by Abram. Three-point basket. Thought her foot tipped away. Good defense there by Bennett. Got the steal on the floor. Dunbar gets it back. They hand it to Fullwood off glass. She will get the basket, and she's going to be fouled up and all. 5:35 in the first. To the basket and knocked down there for out top. Cecil's three rolls in there. Boy, I had to hesitate there. Out to Abram. Abram back over to Bills into three. Got it.
24 grades.
You are exactly right. You're exactly right. Shot out of the corner. Knocked.
Humphreys.
Tankins. Give it down. Ball knocked away. As just checking in for Lafayette was Macy Goff, the sophomore. She's in there now. She wears number 13, the junior.
Zone this time from Lafayette, or from Dunbar, I'm sorry.
Lob down low and put up and in off to Goff. She fires at 15, no. There's Pankins with the stick back, no. And stick back up and in.
Boy, Lafayette just crashing the offensive glass that time.
Cecil has it blocked in the first half with 6:30 to play before halftime. Anaya Cotton over to Hereford, lines up to 3. That's the best look she's had, and she knocks it down.
Well, when she gets to be able to set.
The rim will go for Caroline Bennett, gets her own miss, turns and throws it up short. Battle for it and put up.
Hankins have been absolutely been owning the glass now so far for Lafayette.
We'll get the first half stats from WL Stats is right here to our left. When you get the first quarter stat,
then we didn't.
Off
nice
glass,
look.
put up.
A crab dribble. When she power dribbles it, you hit the
Hereford, there's a steal.
Pass.
Picked off by Cecil. Cecil wanting to bust out. Cecil hangs and it's blocked. Carter's got it. She kicks it back to Abram. Now comes over to the basket to Bills, and the floater got it. Well, that's Bills and looking over now to guard Carter Pankins to the basket with the left hand and finishes. Fullwood pounding it down in the middle to Humphries. Good pass to Franklin. She turns and scores. 41 seconds here in the first half.
A 4-0 run over the last 60 seconds.
To the basket to Bills' hand.
Boy, nice to do that.
Darren Douglas in front. Here's a shot, and Humphries puts it down. Humphries
Yeah, she's got to get a little more involved, too, for Dunbar to be successful.
Kara Pankins kicks it over to Bennett, and she knocks it down.
First field goal for Bennett tonight. She was 0-4.
Coming out of there with it, Lafayette. That's Caroline Bennett. Leads it out to Gar Carter. She stops and puts it up and in. Abram dogging her. Humphries goes baseline, cut off by Pankins, and lays it up and in. She just sidestepped everybody. Might have traveled, but no call.
There's that. Actually, in the old days, was a travel.
Gar Carter's got it. Strong move to the basket and lays it up. They're going to count the basket.
And that's number 4 on Cotton. For the
deep in the corner to Franklin. Fullwood dumps it now. Down low, Humphries to the basket. Roll in there. What a half for Peyton Humphries. She's got 7, and she's going to the lines. Single digits. To Bills' hand. Dumps it back to Abram. Left hand, put it off. Won't go. There's Franklin. Has it knocked away by Gar Carter. Rejected.
Yep.
Hereford with 7. Little floater rolls in there. She's got 9 now. To Bills, to Bennett, and Bennett gets it back, fires it again. No, stuck back, block, and the block looked clean. But back now to Cutter Hereford. She goes over the corner, Cecil. Cecil left side, put it in. Tapped around, and they lead it out to Abram. Abram drives in, lays it up and in. And Cotton's in there. Can she get going here in the fourth? There's Hereford to the basket, hanging and scoring. Gar Carter kicks it over to Abram. Bounce pass now to Goff down low. Pankins left hand finishes. The iron no, tapped around, picked up. Cotton there trying to finish. Gets it back and banks it home.
Tied up like that because that can lead to what we had a week and a half ago.
In it, but she throws it off for back of a player and coming out there with it. Cecil with a bust out, but blocks the shot. The Bills has been huge here in the second half. Ball tapped away to Bills' ends. Got a steal. Back is Cotton, though. She bounces out of it to Abram, lays it up and in.
Nice look from DeVille's end. And again, just
she handles herself better than the sophomore.
Bingo.
Out top, Humphries. Got it!
5, not too bad, huh?
Since 8th grade. Lob down low. And Atlanta's cut off by Nyack. Left elbow, Bennett scissors in between, and the floater good. What a nice shot there by Caroline Bennett. Had a chance. Here's Cecil long 3. Got it!
That was almost a set shot from Cecil. Humphries, maybe.
Fullwood. She thought about it. Kicks it in the corner. Cecil open from 3. Launches. Good! That's what we were talking about.
Yep. And she didn't set her feet, though, Gary. I didn't think
off. Battle for it. Cotton. And there's Pankins to rip it off. Pankins, she came out of there, and they're going to call a charge on. She came out there, and Fullwood went down. Good acting job.
You don't want to foul, and you also want to run them off the 3-point line.
To the basket. Hereford lays it in. She's got a bounce pass to Hall. Hall post up on Whitman. Hall hesitates, banks it home. Wants his 43rd title on their home floor. 2-0. Hall has the only basket of the game. Carter Hendrickson lines up a long 3. Got it! Hall hit with the inside move, and Hendrickson with the deep 3, the 6'6" player. Here's Zan Payne, knocks down the 3. Zan Payne says, give me the ball.
His feet.
Long pass to Payne. Right side works in the elbow. Kicks it out to Luke Johnson. A deep 3. Got it! Payne and Carter Hendrickson backs in on Payne. Here's a left-handed hook shot. Good for Carter Hendrickson. Scoop shot. Rolls off. Battle by Whitman. Whitman picks it up. It's blocked by Rode. 7-6. LCA on top. Lead in leather. Rode in trouble. Carter Henderson launches another deep 3. Got it again.
Well, that's 2, Gary. He's on
place back in late January. Ball tipped away, and good hands there by Rode. Here comes LCA. That's Stewart streaking right hand. Oh. What a block by Johnson.
Oh, wow. That's great hustle.
And Johnson can't get the shot to go. The Hall, top of the circle. Hall moves in left hand, stops. Little fadeaway. Got it. What a Stewart back. Harden challenges, banks it. No, there's Johnson coming out with it. Hall. Oh. He's going to lead it out to Rode. Rode's got time, running to the basket, lays it up and in.
Well, what a swing that was.
What a first quarter for LCA, Mike.
They played about as well as they could.
And there's Kyle Rode. There really isn't a designed point guard. I guess if you said there's a point guard, it's Kyle Rode. Stewart kicks the deep road, lines up the three, bullseye.
Well, Catholic right now, Gary, doesn't have an answer.
Down low, Payne powering it up, blocked away there by Hall. Payne gets
Christian doing a nice job going diagonal over the press.
Hall falling down, throws it up and in. They're going to count the early three he hit. He's working there, good defense. Johnson spins, he rolls it up and they're going to count. Early three he hit. He's working there, good defense. Johnson spins, he rolls it up and they're going to count.
Their usual 2-2-1. And Christian busts it very easily.
Harper blocked by Whitman. What a... Dumps it to Hall, top of the circle. He turns and releases and knocks it down. Fade away and won't go. Rebounded by Rode. No, here's Hendrickson flying in left hand. Go now in Catholic, and that's the Payne move to the basket. Put it in. Point shooter, the 8th grader, Ben Johnson.
Points in the paint tonight for Catholic.
What a nice move. And here's a steal.
For a reason to explode right now.
Yeah, they need one. Minute 49, Kyle Rode. Stolen away, there's a reason. Johnson with the steal, Rode back. Johnson drives, puts it up, and he is at halftime. Allie Denton's going to join our crew. Down low goes Payne. He's got it blocked away. Hendrickson. Payne slapping down on the ball. Hendrickson backing in. Hendrickson, tough shot, got it. That's going to be Johnson, a deep three. In and out, tapped up and in. Mike. Good offensive work there by Scott. Rode. Ball stowed away by Payne, looks up at the clock. Zan with Hendrickson back and throws it up and in. Good offensive work there by Scott. Rode. Ball stowed away by Payne, looks up at the clock. Zan with Hendrickson back and throws it up and in. The clock. Zan with Hendrickson back and throws it up and in. He will count it to be the soup. Coaches will be with us, and we're just going to kind of set the table. Here's Johnson. Got it.
Nice ball.
Partially blocked there. Hendrickson's got it. He reverses it. No, there's Hall with the finish. Harper on him. Johnson bounces to Zan Payne. About a 10-footer. Got it. Pass over to Stewart. Goes in on Whitman. Whitman blocks it. And then 5 minutes, 2 seconds here in the third. There's Hall. Got a three. Hall. 13 for him. Hall in the middle of the road.
Nice
good pass to Carter. Turns around. Hendrickson late. Hall in the middle of the road.
Nice
good pass to Carter. Turns around. Hendrickson late. And the all-tournament teams, girls and boys. There's Payne to the basket. Off glass. Good.
Nice
what a pass. And Hendrickson with the extra.
Nice
what a pass. And Hendrickson with the extra.
Nice
what a pass, and Hendrickson with the exclamation.
Again, there's that two-man game with Rode and Hendrickson. They just
Steal by Payne. Payne to Harden, lines up the three. Got it. And their fans are fired up. We're going to have the post-game presentation. What an effort by Lexington Christian. I'm so impressed with these Eagles tonight.
Oh, they just played a tremendous game from the opening tip tonight, Gary.